is going on? We've got vocals in the main menu. Okay, so I did actually know that this was coming. A lot of people did, because obviously it did get leaked. This is a Iron Maiden crossover with Dead by Daylight. So I can't really argue the point here as, you know, the usual critic. It's creative, I'll give them that, and, you know, it's something very unique, you know? That's not me saying anything about Iron Maiden, because I do actually like Iron Maiden. I am a bit of a rock music enjoyer, metal music enjoyer, that kind of thing. Just in Dead by Daylight, it's a bit weird. But we do have new skins we're going to look at. Now, I've only seen leaked versions of these beyond the, you know, the poster at the beginning here, and there appears to be an absolutely fucking stellar Dredge skin for this. So we're going to look at that first, because we're going to insta-buy this once I actually buy currency, you know. So as per, you know, the skin review that we just did, we're going to do the same thing here, and I'm going to say this is fucking delightful. Now, my eyes have unfortunately just been dragged to something, so I just want to mention this because it is the only negative that I can actually see about this skin, because this is fucking phenomenal. The hooks on his arm on the, well, our right side are very unnatural in appearance. As you can see, they're stretching quite a bit. Not how metal would actually stretch, you know. I actually really like the back of him though, with the face and the mouth sort of acting like a jail, that kind of thing. I'm wondering if that's maybe an album cover. As I say, I don't follow Iron Maiden specifically, you know, but I don't hate the music genre type. I am a bit of a metalhead outside of, you know, Iron Maiden themselves, so he's a bit stretchy on the guy at the side with the red sort of, almost looks like a, it's not a beef eater, I don't think. But, I mean, it's to be expected anyway with Dredge. We do have custom sounds, which is what I just heard there. There's a bit of a metal clanky sort of sound when he moves. I love the guy who's upside down at the beginning here, like almost like in a, like a, I don't know, like a jetpack maybe, the front of a jetpack, you know, like how you hold that. He's split in half as well. Jacks his head. Very nice indeed. It's reminiscent of the new Killer, that as well, being upside down like that, because that's what the new Killer's Mori looks like. I did spoil that for myself, because obviously, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, very, very nice indeed is this Dredge skin. So we will be instantly buying that. I'll just be doing that off camera, obviously, because I don't want to buy currency on camera. I probably should have done that first, but, you know. Moving on to, I don't actually know who this is. Oh, it's the Doctor. Okay. Pharaoh. Very interesting. The man has a hole in his side. It's very stylized. I'm assuming these are like album covers, you know, that kind of thing, or characters that have appeared on, you know, albums and that kind of thing. Because beyond, if we look at it as, you know, excluding the Iron Maiden style, you know, part of it and everything, it is just like pretty much a pharaoh. His laughter isn't changed, which, for a legendary, he's got Pharaoh Eddie. Maybe Eddie's a band member. Would have been cool to like maybe have, like, you know, the band member doing the laughter as like voice, you know, as a voiceover. Because I have a feeling a metalhead could probably do a pretty cool, you know, laughter kind of voice line for him. But yeah, overall, quite good. I do appreciate the amount of detail that has gone into the skin. I'm not seeing any negatives, actually, as I say, as a DVD critic, as somebody who does push for good content in games, you know, I'm not seeing any negatives here, genuinely I'm not. That's very nice indeed. If I was to mention anything, and that's immediately going to turn into praise, actually, based on the particle effects I've just noticed, his shock is very not Pharaoh, if you know what I mean. But it does appear to be coming from his cuffs, which is what that implies, which is quite cool actually. So yeah, he does sort of still have Doctor's face under there as well, which is quite actually quite a positive, to be honest, because it does look, you know, you can tell that this is Dr. Herman as he goes by. Obviously his name is Eddie when this man is in the field. But yeah, pretty nice on that. We also have, oh, they're all called Eddie. Eddie's tribute. Ah, as a band member died, maybe. I don't know, as I say, I don't follow it, so maybe, I don't know. Anyway, here's Death Slinger, that's very beautiful indeed. He's had all his skin ripped off, which is very nasty. The gun itself is a new model. It's shaped the same as his default one, but it's still a new model. You can see like it's an actual, the bayonet's been turned into like a modern knife as well. It's like strapped to the gun itself, which is quite cool. Appears to have a crosshair on it as well, which I don't know if that's going to help with aiming in the actual gameplay, but yeah. He's sort of... Nah, he's not quite, is he? I was going to say, because his hat's the same as regular Deathslinger. It is a new model, the hat. It is actually a new model. That's a new hat. I was going to say, because it looked very similar, just the top part at the, you know, the little indent. I don't know what this type of hat's called. I don't specialise in hats, unfortunately. But yes, very nice indeed. This one will probably be being bought as well, actually, thinking about it. I'm noticing there's no... maybe they might be in-game, maybe? But there doesn't appear to be... I mean, this isn't a dig at the actual, this release, by the way. This is a dig at all these types of skins. There's only 1 or 2 legendary skins in this game that actually alter any kind of animations or sounds or anything, and that's sort of what you'd expect from a skin that's like, you know, 12 quid in terms of 1,485 auric cells, you know. You expect to get something for your money, you know, other than just a skin like these, you know, because green and purple, there's no functional difference, quite honestly, between, you know, quality. It's just, you know, I mean, there's particle effects on that, you know, on his pipe, but you know, that doesn't really justify another 400 auric cells. But in terms of things like this, I don't know, man, you know. I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong, it is really good, like, it's really high detailed. Doesn't have any sort of changed laughter though either, as I say, like similar to Doctor. You could have one of the band members just do a little giggle, you know, into the mic, you know, and put that into the game to, you know, add their legacy into it, you know, that kind of thing. Because obviously it is a collab. So yeah, it's very nice indeed though. Very creepy with these, almost like Attack on Titan style, with you know, the sort of skinless Titan kind of thing. Almost cyborgy because he does have a green eye under his hat there. But yeah, beautiful. And then we also have Oni, who is the last of our Iron Maiden skins. These look very nice, to be honest. I'm going to say this right now, I think this is probably the most lackluster of the skins at face value. But obviously with him being the Oni, you know, he's got a limited design space, but, you know, I do like the face. It is a set, unfortunately, which is, you know, what does come with licensed things, because obviously you do want it, you know, you want it to keep it faithful to whoever's collabing with you. Obviously that's probably why it's a set and why I'd understand it in this instance, because usually when, you know, you get normal cosmetics like originals like these and things in the sets, it's bullshit. There's no reason why cosmetics can't be mixed unless it's literally a fucking full body, you know, suit kind of thing. Because there are some sets in this game that do exist that make no fucking sense whatsoever. But in terms of the set for this, It's understandable, obviously, and the reason I'm mentioning this is because I do think the head would look quite nice on other cosmetics. With this being, it's either, I believe it's supposed to be his actual face on this. I don't know if I can see, I can't see under his chin there where he's, unless it is a mask. Actually, it might be a mask, because I'm saying if it is a mask then it's quite nice, that, because I think it is. I think there's a little lip under there where his neck is, his chin, like it's the mask itself's attached to the helmet, maybe. Yeah, I like how he's got swords stuck into him as well. He's got that working for him. That actually goes through the arm and into his body and doesn't come out again, which is quite nasty. Got the enraged form, as it demonstrates for us. Not too bad, all things considered. It's a little bit similar to the issue I had with this skin, actually, because it doesn't really change as much in his enraged form as some of the others. Like with these ones, you get the little, you know, the I don't know what to call them, like the symbols. I think it's the Japanese or Chinese language, I'm not clued in on it, that's painted onto his body. The little, you know, symbols, letters in their, you know, their culture, that kind of thing. They light up, and all the little white marks on his armour here, that lights up, and these tusks on his helmet get bigger as well. Like there's model changes. With this one, there was just there's not much going on when he actually enrages. It's not as bright and it's not as noticeable, and it's kind of showing here as well, but it's done slightly better in this one, I would say, than say the likes of this one, for example. But yes, overall, I'm very pleasantly surprised. As I say, I mean, being completely real, obviously the Dredge is the, you know, he's the focal point of this. You know, he's the one that everybody's going to be fucking buying and, you know, immediately noticing and identifying this release with. You know, once it's not the, you know, the latest release, I should say. This is probably what it's going to be remembered for. Because obviously that is amazing. But I think, quite honestly, that every Dredge skin that comes out is probably going to be amazing anyway, because it is a monster. People do like monsters, so, you know, it is always nice to have content for characters like this, which is sort of why I'm excited for the newer Killer as well. He's a bit more human in shape, obviously, as opposed to this that's just a mess of, like, different things, you know. He's like a big amalgamation kind of thing. But yeah, the new Killer has me excited for skin potential as well, because there is a lot you can actually do with him. I do appreciate his other arm as well. This is the arm he attacks with on the left ear. That's actually a face, but it's stretched and ripped apart kind of thing. I'm a bit interested to see how that looks in game though, because it looks very small when he swang. So we'll have to see, you know. But yeah, there's the Iron Maiden skins. We'll jump back to the main menu. Oh, actually, there's a couple of Survivor shirts as well. So we've got one for Kate. Is this? Oh, it's for Kate, I think. Yeah, isn't it? It makes sense. She's the music, one of the music survivors, isn't she? We've actually got names of the realms on the back as like a, you know, a concert shirt. That's quite nice actually. So you've got Macmillan Estate or even Wreckers. I don't know what the other one is under there. I think it says one of them's Cold Wind, I think. Oh no, it says, no, it's Devarka. So it goes Macmillan Estate, Autohaven Weckers, Devarka, Ormond, Glenvale, Red Forest, Backwater Swamp, Yamaoka Estate, and Forsaken Boneyard. What the fuck is Forsaken Boneyard? I actually can't remember if Forsaken Boneyard is, but that's fine. I remember seeing it at the start of the map, but I can't remember what the map is specifically, because that's all realms, not the actual maps themselves. But yeah, there you go. And the male one I'm going to assume is Jeff, probably, yeah, by the tattoos. That's a bit easier to read on Jeff's version. But yeah, there it is. Nice and wonderful. one of the most unexpected chapters, but you know. But we'll just 1 minute. Let me just try and give me 1 second. There you go. It's probably a little bit quiet because obviously I have my gaming volume turned down, but there is actually vocals at the main menu. I don't know if this is them debuting a new song, maybe? I don't know, as I say. I was trying to find the quietest of killers, you know, so it wasn't some massive fucking eldritch horror covering the vocals. But yeah. Yeah, I'm just listening to see if there's any sort of, you know, there's references to Dead by Daylight in it or anything like that, if they've made it for the game or what, I don't know. Really like the moon being a face. Fucking Ocarina of Time, you know, the last mask I should say, the Majora's Mask. With the moon. But yeah, there it is. Very nice, solid over it all. Cosmetics wise, as a collective, 9 out of 10. It's a 9 and not a 10, purely, as I say, because legendary skins, there's no, you know, there's no vocals, you didn't have the band members do, you know, voice lines for their characters and things like that, but, you know, it's little things like that, but it would have been nice to hear the band members, you know, do like a vocal for each of the killer or that kind of thing. Maybe, you know, with Doctor's Laugh or Deathslinger's Laugh or Oni's Rage, you know, that kind of thing. You could do a pretty solid metal scream for Oni's Enrage, that kind of thing. But yeah, pretty solid. Little mini review that. We're going to start playing again now. You know, get a few rounds in there, you know, that kind of thing. We'll do a bit of gameplay with some of these skins as well. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I will hopefully see you soon. Bye.